Hi, and welcome to Nadia on the Run, where I share the best of San Diego by hosting local favorites who help make our city thrive. I'm Nadia Colucci, co-founder of North Compass Realty. I'm a native here, and I still get excited about all things San Diego. I love running around acting like a tourist in my own city, so check out NadiaOnTheRun.com for more fun things to do in San Diego. There's a reason we got the nickname America's Finest City. We have so much to offer, amazing restaurants, beautiful beaches, and surf. We have 50 miles of coastline here in San Diego, so plenty to do outdoors. But one of my favorite things about our community is the people. And today I happen to have my new favorite person with me, and it's not just because he's given me free cocktails. My talented guest today is Frankie Thaheld. Frankie is a master cocktail craftsman, director of Mixology and Partner at Snake Oil Cocktail Company. His impressive liquid vision combines 20 years working behind the bar at San Diego's top restaurants and a passion for history and culture of all things beverage. I'm so excited to have you here today, Frankie.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. And why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the world of mixology and how you got started?
Yeah, so mixology itself is a crazy trend right now, right?
Yeah.
It's been really kind of on the forefront for, I'd say, the last 12 to 15 years. My background goes back into kind of the corporate restaurant side. I worked with California Pizza Kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for
CPK.
traveling globally with them, opening up new restaurants and training with a focus on the bar, and it really kind of gave me this, whoops.
Let's throw it over.
Yeah.
We'll do that later.
Gave me this just kind of an exciting arena to teach in, and I got very passionate about it. And when my tenure there had kind of come to a close, I started working for a restaurant, well-known, George's of the Cove here in La Jolla.
Great restaurant.
And it was there that the chef had kind of invited me to learn more about mixology, and we went on this wonderful trip to New York, and I saw and experienced things, but the main thing that was exciting for me is I saw people actually using elements of food in cocktails over just the pre-prohibition style, which is more liqueur-based and, you know, artificial flavor sometimes. I was more interested in how do I take things from the kitchen and put them into cocktails.
That's awesome. I love that. And you guys actually do a lot of, you get a lot of your inspiration from kitchen, farm to table, but I guess we call it farm to cocktail or farm to glass. How do we call it?
Yeah, farm to glass is something we've kind of used in the past when working. I've actually worked on a farm where I'm going out and fresh foraging for the herbs for garnishes and muddling, going and grabbing vegetables and hand juicing them right there.
That's amazing.
You know, so there is something unique about the ability to do something like that, and the flavors are vibrant. The colors, as you can see, are really vibrant too because they're fresh and natural, and not aided by food dyes.
Right. Well, and you have all those vegetables in there, and that's a great way to help feel good about feeling good, right? Is that
well, I like to, there is that ideology of you're giving something back as you're maybe taking it away with the consumption of the alcohol.
That's true.
You're feeling good, but you feel good about it because, hey, this cocktail has 2 ounces of fresh cucumber juice. I must be getting some vitamins, some phytonutrients.
That's the excuse I use all the time, anyways.
So we like to think it's better for you than having something that's got chemicals and food dyes and all these things that are going to affect you.
Yes, a lot healthier and better for it. But a lot of what I love about what you guys do, I don't get all the other cool, fancy stuff you just said, but I appreciate the fact that it's beautiful art. Like, I don't know if anyone. I feel like I'm drinking art, right? It's stunning. Everything is down. Like, look at just these details here that you guys put into everything, and you have to check out their website, Instagram. Everything is just beautiful, and you guys do a variety. You guys will be at weddings. You guys will do corporate events.
Weddings, corporate events, nonprofit type of organizations, even a beer festival or a music festival.
Fun.
Really, they just kind of shine a martini light in the sky, and we come running.
It's your bat. What is that? The bat symbol? Or, yeah, it's your martini symbol. That's cute. Okay, I like it. Well, today, Frankie, we're going to do a fun little make your spirits bright thing and do a little fun giveaway. You like that little pun? So we're going to do, he brought a recipe with him that he created. It doesn't have a name yet, so we're hopeful that you'll help us name it, and he's going to make it for us. All you have to do is go to NadiaOnTheRun.com, sign up. We'll send you the recipe. You'll see it here today as well. And then enter your name that try it at home and then tell us what inspires you most. Give us a cool name. We're going to pick the top 3 faves, and then we'll do a vote on Instagram, and we'll send you a bottle of Kettle One.
We're counting on you.
Yeah, don't mess it up. Okay, so guide us through this.
So Nadia, you said that I'm going to make this cocktail, and I think that's where maybe we
lines got crossed.
I think we're going to have some fun and try out your mixology skills, and I can walk you through, lead you through, and we'll have a little fun.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay?
Tell me what to do.
So first things first, let's talk a little bit about the cocktail we're making.
Okay.
So the cocktail we're making has fresh cucumber juice, fresh lime juice,
Love it.
agave nectar, And in this case, a little bit of muddled mint.
Oh, fun.
So
okay.
you get that real kind of perfect for this time of year, any year really. You can be sitting poolside or you can be sitting fireside and enjoy this cocktail.
Yeah, sounds like a good spa drink too, I'm thinking.
And we're going to make this with vodka today.
Okay.
Also goes great with tequila. So
Okay.
there's a little variation in there if you like.
So at home you can try it either way when they're trying it at home. Yeah,
but,
for sure.
but for today's purposes, we're going to use a great Dutch mixed grain vodka, Kettle One. Everyone's familiar with it.
Okay.
Good high-end vodka. So let's go ahead and talk about the things we're going to need to get this started. So
Okay.
first off, you're going to need your shaking tin.
Okay, that's this guy.
Right, you've got that. You need your jigger.
What, jigger? I didn't know that was called jigger. That's cute. Okay.
That's going to become very important.
Okay.
Okay, and then you need all your liquids. I'll hand these to you so
Okay.
we don't have to do much crossover.
All right.
And then you need the glass that it's going to end up in. So in that case, we've got our Collins glass, which we're going to use right here. So just have this on the forefront, maybe off to the side.
Okay.
So everyone can see what your hands are doing.
Alrighty.
As we make this cocktail. So the first things first, we're going to go ahead and muddle our mint.
Okay.
So if you'd like to forage in our wild mint garden
I like
and
it.
grab me about 8 to 10 good-sized mint leaves and pull
Okay.
them off of the stems.
So pull them off. Like
So yeah, muddling this kind of stuff is, have you ever had a bad mojito, for instance? It's usually because they're getting in and they're actually muddling the stems along with it, or over muddling the mint and pulling out a chlorophyll that's going to kind of add
that's not good.
a bad taste to the cocktail.
For
So
sure.
what we're going to do is use our muddler to wake this mint up.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Did I get
That's
a little
perfect.
stem on that?
That's
or I'm
okay.
good?
A little
Okay.
bit's okay. Just we don't
Little
want to put the big
chlorophyll's
stem
okay.
in there
Alright.
and drop that in there.
Okay.
Now go ahead and take that and just drop it into the smaller tin that you have.
This one here. Okay.
Okay, now here, see this muddler here? See how it
Yeah.
has kind of a serrated bottom?
Oh, I like that.
Kind of like a meat tenderizer.
Yeah.
The idea is we can perk up the mint without having to smash it and reel into it. So just kind of get in there a few times and put a little bit of oomph behind it.
Like that?
There you go. That's it. That's all you need to do.
That's
you,
it?
You woke
Like-
up your mint.
I woke. Oh God.
When
it
we
smells-
when we shake it, we're gonna invigorate it a little bit more and pull some more out of it. But that's the start. We just want to get the process started.
Okay, I like this. What is this thing called?
It's a muddler.
Just a muddler. Okay, that was easy. Okay, keep going or no?
Okay, no, that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so next. We're going to go ahead and use some vodka.
Okay.
Now for this cocktail, we're going to do 1.5 ounces of vodka, and I'm going to show you really quickly here. This jigger has 5 unique measures, so it makes it really easy to do almost anything.
All right.
That little line you see inside there is 1.5 ounces. So you want to take your vodka and pour it in here. You want me to do it, or you want
you
to
do it. Yeah,
okay,
that
just
thing
on
looks
this
heavy.
this bottle's a little heavier and weighted. So
my
we're going to do
big
1.5 ounces here.
Okay.
Boom. And now go ahead and pour that in to your tin.
Jiggler to the
Okay.
rescue. Jiggler? Is it
Jigger?
Jigger. Oops. All right. Whatever.
Okay, so the next couple of ingredients, we're talking about cucumber juice, lime, and agave nectar.
Okay.
Okay, so cucumber juice, this is fresh squeezed cucumber juice. We're going to use 2 ounces of it. It's going to be all the way to the top of this jigger now.
Okay.
So if you'd like to go ahead and just pour that in there all the way to the top, so it's almost it's about to spill over. Now what's important when I juice my cucumbers, I juice them with the skin on
Oh.
to maintain all of the ingredients and for the pigment.
Oh, nice. Okay, I wouldn't have thought
So we get that bright green color. Otherwise, it would be a little bit more washed out.
Okay.
And then go ahead and dump it in. Also adds a little bitterness, which I feel bitter is one of those flavors that's kind of really coming back.
Yeah.
And so it adds a little bit of that.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm excited to try this.
Okay, next ingredient is going to be some lime juice. Now, a lot of people, you'll see them hand squeezing lime juice to make drinks. The problem with that is if you do it too quickly or too soon, the lime tends to be too bright, too acidic.
Oh.
And so if you have a margarita, sometimes that's fresh squeezed, you might end up having a little heartburn or something. The acidity is really intense, and it's intense on the palate.
Okay.
If you squeeze your lime juice, say an hour before your party, and just have it prepped and ready, it starts to oxidize a touch, and it'll make it more floral and a little bit more interesting and less acidic.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
that's a bartender trick, something that we don't like to tell you all, but now you know. And we're going to do 1/2 ounce of this, and you see that first line in there is 1/2 ounce.
That's 1/2
ounce. The bottom line.
Uh-oh. I can't see that one.
This one right there.
Oh, yeah, I see that
Okay.
one. I was like, do I need glasses?
So
now?
that's
Okay.
1/2 ounce.
All right, that's 1/2 ounce. Here we come. Oh, geez.
You're almost there.
You guys, it apparently looks
okay.
harder than
There you
it
go.
is. Did I get
You're
it?
a natural.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and throw that in there. Now,
Okay.
to combat the acidity, we need something on the sweet side.
side, okay.
A lot of different options there. You can use honey, agave, simple syrup. We're using agave in this sense. It's a byproduct in the tequila process.
Yeah.
So it is closer to being a natural sugar.
And I
We're
see
gonna
why
use-
this would go good with tequila. I mean, with obviously
Yeah,
the
might
agave
as
too. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do the same measure.
Geez. I couldn't
And
get
just
it last
that's a little bit thicker, so it's gonna come out a little slower.
Okay. Oh, it smells so good.
There you go. Awesome. Ooh, nice stuff.
Did you like that?
Yeah. Did you ever use the 10 bar?
One summer in Italy, but all we ever did there was like open up gin and tonics and wine. Like there was
But
no.
the wine is the stop.
That's
twist,
true. Oh,
the
that's-
stop.
yeah, there it is. That's-
Stop. How is it? Stop and twist. Or
Stop and twist.
something
Stop,
like that.
drop, and roll
Okay.
twist.
So you might have to hold that over a second longer,
Yeah.
just so most of it drips into there.
Yeah.
We're hoping for to maximize that.
Now, if we used honey, does honey because it's so thick? This is not as thick as honey, but like, will it?
So a lot of times in the bar world, when we're using honey, we break it down with water first
Okay.
and kind of make a 50-50 blend.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, the sugar index is a little higher as far as how sweet it is. Is a little is a little higher on the honey. So if you were to use that much honey, the drink would be oversweet.
Got it. Okay.
So we're doing great.
All right.
So the next thing we need to do is prepare our glass.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and fill it with ice for you.
Thank you. Oh, nice.
Okay, nice and full.
Like it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we need to add a little ice to our tin. So
Okay.
I'll do that over here for you as well.
Please. I like these glasses. What are these glasses called?
It's a Collins.
Collins.
Mhm.
Okay.
So now we're going to take this, and I'll show you with mine. Take the smaller one, pour it into the larger one.
Okay, hang on. Get a good grip.
There you go. And then just lightly push it in there. You see a lot of bartenders hit
Yeah.
it down. You'll have a heck of a time getting
it out? Okay.
All you need to do is make sure there's a nice little seal. If you just tamp it down and all the way to the side like that.
Okay.
Now we're going to shake.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Now just do it. You can have your own shake.
Okay.
This is their opportunity to express yourself.
Oh.
Okay?
All right.
So you can shake. The main thing we're doing when we shake.
I feel like I need to get some hip action into it. Is it coming up? Am I supposed to be shaking it this way or this way?
It's, the main thing is you want to kind of rock it back and forth from head to toe, if you will.
Okay, then I have to do it that way.
That'll mix it up really well
Yeah.
and get it moving. That's pretty
Okay.
good.
All right.
And why would you think that we actually do that? Why do you think we shake a cocktail?
Get everything together and get a little frothy.
We're mixing it.
Yeah.
Might make some froth as
Yeah.
a byproduct. What's another thing that ice was going to do to it?
Dilute it?
Dilute it. That's one a lot of people don't think of. And chill.
Oh, and
So
well, of course.
those
yeah,
are the three
as my
things.
hands are frozen, I'm like, yeah, it's really cool.
And then the other one
Makes
that we
sense.
don't talk about is that it looks really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So
well,
that's the fourth
for,
reason,
yes.
the
I
fourth.
remember watching Cocktail a few times with Tom Cruise. It looked very cool. So. all
Okay,
right.
cheers. So you're almost there. The next thing we're gonna do is take our Hawthorne strainer. You'll notice it has a little spring right here.
Okay.
If we take it here and we kind of close it down,
Yeah. Oh, I see.
just a little bit, not all the way. It'll hold back some of like the mint particles and things like
Gotcha.
that. So
Like
want to go
this?
ahead and whatever's
And
comfortable.
Where do I pour it out of? This side?
You're gonna usually pour it out right out of the front there,
Okay.
and then.
Oh, pretty.
And it's okay if a few mint pieces get in there. Sometimes we get really particular as bartenders, and we'll use a second straining source like a fine tea sieve or something along those lines.
That sounds really fancy. A tea sieve and the cocktail. I love it. You guys are so creative, and I like.
Cheers! Look how beautiful that,
That is
color
really
is
pretty.
too.
It is
Okay,
a pretty
so
color.
almost there. Last thing
Okay.
we gotta do is garnish.
Okay.
So we can kind of mimic what we did on top of the table.
All right.
Since we're right here up against the holidays, let's use a Christmas tree stir stick.
I like that.
And then we'll make our own mistletoe, if you will.
That's a really cute idea.
We can spear a couple cranberries and put
Okay.
a nice full mint sprig. Here, I'll help you get a mint sprig.
Thank you.
Go that one. That's a good one.
You do two?
Yeah,
Doesn't
two.
matter?
Two right up against each other, and then you can place your mint sprig so it looks kind of like mistletoe-y.
That's so sweet. How's that look? I like it. It's really cute.
Now, if we were in the summer, we might use cucumber ribbons or
that'd be
lime
nice.
wheels or something to kind of make it a little bit more to that season.
Okay.
This is a great cocktail that you can enjoy year-round.
All year round. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
most of your cocktails are all year round. I know with the holidays, we're obviously going to do a little nod to the holidays here, but I think this is, I mean, most of your cocktails too.
Well, proof's in the pudding.
All right, you ready? Cheers. Oh, that is so yummy. That is so good.
Cool.
It cuts it. It's nice. Doesn't even taste like there's vodka in there. That's dangerous and super good. Okay, so you guys have to go try this at home. Let us know what you think the name should be. I have one because I think like you could drink a lot of these really easily and be in kind of a daze, like a mint daze. You know what I mean? No, not cool.
I'm into it.
You're not feeling. You're not
I'm
picking
in-
up what I'm
I can
throwing
do it.
down. Mint to be mine. I like these. I don't know, you guys come up with something cute and let us know. NadiaOnTheRun.com. Thank you. Can I keep drinking this? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, it's like a breakfast drink anyway.
It is.
It's
That's
like
true.
all
Good
that
point.
cucumber
Yeah,
juice.
that's
yeah.
it's
You're getting your
healthy.
vitamins.
Yes, thank you, Frankie. Okay, I'm gonna keep this on the side so I can keep drinking it. Okay, so we have another fun one that you brought for us. I did ask for you to do something a little holiday themed. So you guys have time when you have guests come over and you want to make a special cocktail or something fun. One thing before we cut into that, I wanted to ask you, and I forgot. When people are hosting, I know I get like a little overwhelmed with all the last minute details. A lot of what you mentioned can be prepared in advance and like, right?
Exactly, yeah. And that's something I highly recommend if you've got a large amount of guests to entertain for, is to actually take some of the ingredients in the cocktails and mix them ahead of time.
Yeah.
Even something like this, if you had the wherewithal, you could, kind of combine some of the ingredients at a time, and then it's more just pouring the drink.
It's just
and
pouring it, yeah.
pouring the mix and the spirit together and
Yeah.
muddling your mint in, that kind of thing. So you could save a few steps if you do that ahead
Be
of time.
helpful. Okay. As I keep drinking, I'm like, you go ahead. I'm going to sit down. No, I'm kidding. All right. What do we got next?
Okay. So the next thing, obviously, we're right on the. It's been nice and cold in San Diego. We're right on the doorstep of the holidays. So we wanted to make something that we thought was an ode to that, as well as kind of keep it interesting and fun for the viewers out there. So we're using two spirits that are maybe a little non-traditional, but are things that are really well-known, trending in the mixology realm right now. One of them is vermouth. So we're going to be using Carpano Antica vermouth. This is an older style vermouth. It's going to have a lot more herbal content to it and flavor, as opposed to like the Cinzano, the Martini and Rossi that our grandparents drank.
Right.
So this is a little bit more traditional.
Okay.
We also are going to have an Amaro.
Averna.
This is a Verna Amaro. It's a Sicilian Amaro.
Yes, I like this one.
Oh, you've had it?
I've had
Oh,
it.
cheers.
Yes.
Okay.
And the Montenegro. It's kind of similar. I don't know if you've
A
had
little
that.
lighter, yeah. The
Yes.
Montenegro is really light, a little bit more
I throw that over ice.
cardamom.
Yes,
And
it's so yummy.
this is going to be really intense with some orange and caramel.
Okay.
But it's almost like a dessert Averna or a dessert Amaro, but it also has all those fun herbal elements that you have in an Amaro. So it's good for digestion. So we've got some wonderful flavors there. And then we're going to make the rest of the cocktail using seasonal fruit. We're going to make it with blood oranges and we're going to use a whole egg. So we're kind of going into that nog vibe using the yolk and the white from our egg. So I'm going to let you crack my egg today.
What?
Okay?
All right.
But I'll do the rest.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our vermouth. Now these vermouths are not, the vermouth and Amaro are easy to attain. You can go to a Bevmo and they'll have these brands, no problem. So we're going to start with 1.25 ounces of our vermouth. Okay, and then I've pre-squeezed some blood orange right here. And these are just your standard kind of Moro blood oranges, seasonal this time of year, so you can get them at the farmers markets. And we're going to use a whole ounce.
That's up to that line.
This up to the top on this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
just kidding.
So
Just trying to
cheers.
pretend I remembered.
No,
I'll just keep drinking my mint drink over here.
And then we're going to add 3/4 ounce of our Amaro. And a little bit, since this is also a holiday drink, the idea is to have it be a little sweet and a little sour and a little bit bitter, which we're getting bitterness from the Amaro, vermouth, and blood orange. Okay. So we're going to add a little bit of Demerara simple syrup. So this is made with natural sugar. Okay, and to increase things a little bit more, we're going to go to what we call a potable bit, or a bitters, if you will. This is a very famous Angostura bitters. Everybody knows it. Intense flavors of cardamom and cinnamon and wonderful things. We're just going to put a couple dashes in there. Okay. This is a common ingredient in Manhattans and Old Fashions too, so it's something that every bar should have.
All right.
Okay, so now we've made it this far. Now we're at the moment where we are going to crack an egg.
Okay.
And see, Nadia, if you have, get those cooking skills.
Yeah, right. Okay, ready?
So crack it open, put the whole egg in. You don't have to separate any of the whites.
Easy.
All right, that feels good.
Yeah, it does. And no shells. And if there are shells, what do you call it? Extra calcium?
Yes, a little calcium added.
Everyone needs that.
Something to chew on, you know. Okay, so the next thing, as I mentioned before, we want to have our glass ready. Okay. So we're going to use a nice
That's pretty.
cocktail glass right there. We're going to add a little ice to our cocktail. Now this cocktail, contrary to the previous cocktail, which needed to just be shaken lightly, this one needs to be shaken intensely. What we're doing is we're trying to emulsify the egg white, create a little bit of a meringue top.
Gotcha.
It'll be real nice and foamy and have just a great supple texture.
Okay, awesome.
So sometimes you have to shake these a little longer.
That's right.
Too.
While you shake that, I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors, our amazing sponsors at 5-Star Escrow and First American Title. They make this all possible and allow me to keep up with fun things to do in San Diego and feature local talent throughout the county like Frankie. So thanks you guys so much for your support.
Okay, now
That's
this...
like perfect timing.
Cheers.
Yeah, done.
It's like we planned it. So now we're going to take our cocktail and pour it. This time we're not going over ice.
Okay.
So we're going straight up in a kind of a traditional sour format.
Ooh, pretty.
You can see how well integrated the egg is. We've got a nice foam that's going to start to rise, kind
Yeah.
of like a Guinness. You kind
Yeah.
of just watch it slowly rise, and then you'll get a nice head off of that. And then we need to garnish.
Okay.
And so for garnish, we're going to do two things. I'm going to have you first take some nutmeg.
Oh, okay. That's this guy, right?
Using an actual nutmeg and a microplaner.
Okay.
Just watch your fingers. You're
Yes.
just going to kind of drag it over the top a few times.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. And you'll just see kind of some fresh nutmeg.
Oh, how cool
And
is
just
that?
spread it around a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I should move that. Get my nails
Awesome.
filed. Good?
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. That smells good.
Cool. And then the next thing we'll do,
Oh, cool.
I'll maybe put it right back
Yeah.
here, and we'll take a nice slice of blood orange and just rest it on the rim.
Oh, Frankie, that's gorgeous. Oh, I
There's our
love
cocktail.
it. Look at that. That is beautiful. So does this have a name?
So it's called the Sunrise over Sicily.
Oh, that's
Sicily, obviously, right here,
Sicily.
and it's a dream of mine to sometimes see one, but I haven't yet.
You will. It'll be amazing. You might not come back though. That's all I'm going to say. It's tough to come back from beautiful Sicily.
You
Of
wanna
course,
be our
you know I
taste
want to get
tester?
in here and try it. Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
You
So
can-
now, tell me, do I remove this? What's the
You can
proper
drop
way?
the orange in. I mean,
Okay.
it's
Is there a proper way to do it?
not really.
Okay. Hey, tell me why, while I enjoy this,
Uh-huh.
if you had to pick like one utensil that everybody should have in their bar cart at home, what would it be with everything that we've done today?
This little guy right here.
Jiggler.
A jigger.
Oh,
So
jigger.
it's so important to make sure your portions are on, especially when you're dealing with sugars and acids, because otherwise you're going to end up. Is that good?
So good. That is so yummy. I wouldn't have thought to put the blood orange in there. This is so good.
But the jigger will help you measure all those things, balance your flavors. Something that otherwise you can get by without pour spouts and spoons. You can always kind of just jiggle things around if you have to. I've done all sorts of things. You know, another fun thing you can do with the blood orange too, if you want more of that flavor, just turn it in half.
Oh, and yeah,
take a
I'm gonna
big
do that.
bite
I'm
out
sorry,
of
I'm
it,
gonna do
and
that.
then
Get my
and then
vitamin
try the
C.
drink again.
Oh
and
yeah.
it'll
Oh, I like that idea.
bring out that blood orange flavor a little bit more.
Okay, I'm going to do that because these are like some of my favorite. Also, I want you to tell our guests too about Snake Oil Cocktail Company. Where'd you guys get the name? Because
Oh.
I have to say, I'm not a big fan of
That's-
snakes, but I love your
Yeah, but
cocktails.
I love their oil, right? I mean, you know.
I'm like, wait, they have oil? No, I'm kidding. Go
So
ahead.
it kind of goes back to really Chinese medicine, and that snake oil was actually a product used at a time to be a cure-all for certain things. And in the West, we tried to adopt that during the age of the traveling medicine show.
Okay.
And what happened is, because they didn't have the same snakes that they had as easily accessible in the Far East, they would improvise and sometimes use other ingredients that were not even snakes and different things,
Oh, sure.
and still say that this had a true effect.
Okay.
However, so they kind of got a bad connotation of being shysters in a sense,
Okay,
right?
got
So
it.
now, because we're in the alcohol industry, we thought it'd be kind of fun to say, well, look at all the colorful bottles that we have on the bar top. We're using nature's ingredients, and that question of what's in the bottle gets flipped, and now it's more of an exciting thing. And hey, what's in the bottle?
Right.
You know, we do get asked all the time if we use actual snake oil.
Okay.
We do not, or have not yet. I don't
Not
know,
yet.
I'm
Maybe.
open.
We didn't slip any in there today, did we?
No, but hence that's kind of the idea behind the name, and we just want people to get excited about what's in front of them, be interactive. A lot of the cocktail programs that experiences, I should say, that
Yeah.
we do are very interactive, where we teach people, they get to compete against each other,
That's cool.
get educated, and I mean that's our goal, is to educate the public, entertain them, and let them have a good time.
Yeah, and let them feel good about feeling good.
Cheers.
I like it. Okay, so one of my favorite things you guys do is the graffiti, the cocktail graffiti. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because it's all over their website and Instagram. You guys have to check it out at Snake Oil Cocktail Company, right?
SnakeOilCocktail.com.
.com. There you go.
So we do employ elves. So we have elven magic that makes us know. Basically, it's kind of we start with kind of a sour drink, sort of
Okay.
like what you've kind of had here.
Yeah.
So by having that foam, it allows us to kind of decorate or do different things on top of
Okay.
it. So within that, we are able to come up with anything like a corporate logo, names of people for weddings, actual photography, fun, creative imagery that will
That's really
enhance
cool.
almost any type of party experience. And it's a completely edible, gluten-free experience.
That is
and
so
and we can
cool.
even make it vegan if needed. So
Oh, nice. I actually saw at one point you had like the table placement setting. So it'd be like Nadia Colucci table 6 like imprinted in the cocktail glass, and that's what you'd give people. I thought that was just so cool and creative.
Imagine having your brand in 500 people's hands at
Yeah.
the beginning of your event.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
that's
I mean,
amazing. Well, actually,
something-
here it is.
Oh,
right here.
yeah, cheers.
Hey, look, perfect timing. No, I think that is super cool. And we actually have a cute little one you guys did for us today with Merry Christmas on there that you guys will see. So I love that. I've been so excited to have you, and I've been waiting for this. What else can you share? What's another like fun tip for someone who maybe maybe is like me. I like drinking and enjoying the fun, tasty cocktails, and especially yours. But I don't know what to get first. Like, I could grow mint, actually do grow mint. Little fun things like that, but what's a fun way for someone to get started? Because I know mixology is super popular, but it's also not, like you said, it's a trade. It's not like you go get, right? I mean, we talked about more experience. And
I think at this point in mixology, there are a couple schools out there that claim that they're going to train you to be a mixologist and what have you, but there is no legal accreditation to be a mixologist. And so those of us who've been in the trade for a while and maybe we're on the forefront of it and kind of helped create and grow the industry, we see it as more of a trade where you'd have an apprentice, somebody who's coming in to learn under you, and then work their way up and eventually don the title. But it's more of a given title. It's not necessarily like you just walk in, say, I'm a bartender, I'm a mixologist, let me make something for you. There is an education behind it, and it really comes to understanding what you're working with, the spirits involved, the ingredients. And so for the home bartender, there's so many great books out there that can really give you a head start. For me, I think the education is more important to begin with than just mixing. So understanding why we have distilled spirits, where did they come from, why do we have beer, why do we have wine, and what effect have they had on the history of our culture. A lot of people don't know that the United States was the largest producer of rum in the 1700s in the world. Everyone thinks, Caribbean, wherever, but we were actually, has the whole thing to do with possibly starting the Revolutionary War. I'm not going to go into that or say otherwise, but there's a lot of history and a lot of interesting things behind it, and I think you need to get into that as you're drinking and enjoying the spirits. When you go to taste something like an Amaro, for instance, which often has a great history behind it, read about it while you're drinking it, and then you're experiencing both things at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can educate your friends.
And activating like both senses, like kind of a memorable one, you're retaining some history knowledge, and you're tasting it. That's actually
so it's like
really
being
cool.
in medical school. You learn how to, you textbook before you operate, right?
Yes,
And that's kind of where we're at in this.
No, I think it's great. I think that's wonderful. Well, I want to tell Frankie again, thank you, and everyone at Snake Oil Cocktail Company, thank you so much for joining us today. We've had a wonderful time. I'm kind of a little buzzed and very happy about it. But we've all had such a great time watching you, Frankie, and please check out their Instagram and their website. They just have some beautiful cocktails. Great time to be inspired for the holidays and a new year coming up. So thanks again, and remember, at Snake Oil Cocktail Company, remember to also get on NadiaOnTheRun.com and get us a name for our fun little minty cucumber yummy drink here that we have. What's it going to be? So let us know. Mint, I don't know. Spa days. Well, thanks again, Frankie.
Thank you, Nadia.
And remember, San Diego, to stay on the go with Nadia on the Run. Thanks so much.